Hello everyone, happy Sunday, and it's Sunday Fun Day with a special Easter edition. I got woken up today with the pure joy of a 4-year-old discovering that the Easter Bunny had visited really the first year that he kind of really understood what was going on, and I'm just in a good mood. So I figured, hey, let's do a nice image challenge dedicated to the man himself, the Easter Bunny. And I had a lot of fun, and I pitted ChatGPT image, which has been doing amazing lately, versus Leonardo.Ai versus Reve. So it's, some of the standard ones that I love to use, and I'm really surprised by the performance here. Namely, a little spoiler alert, Leonardo really did great today. It was awesome. Normally Reve wins these things hands down, and then also some really cool and some challenges with ChatGPT. So I'm excited to get into all of that. And at the end, I have a super complex prompt with tons of details, and the images that came out were pretty mind-blowing. So I'm excited to share those. And and if you haven't yet, and if you're watching these channels or watching these videos and enjoying it, please like and subscribe. Really helps Rosh and I get our word out to more people. So let's jump right on in and see how we did. All right, I want to start with Leonardo.Ai on each one of these, namely because it starts with the actual prompt here on the screen, so that way we're all on the same page of what we're trying to produce here. So this first one here is a post-apocalyptic Easter bunny wearing armor made of candy wrappers. And you know what? I love the photorealism of it, but, take a peek at what its interpretation of post-apocalyptic is. A lot of these are just, kind of in the woods, so I want you to keep that in the back of your mind as we go through these. So it kind of looks like candy wrappers, it kind of looks like cellophane, but I don't think too creative there. I really love the realism of the clothing underneath the candy wrappers and the actual bunny's face. So pretty good, Leonardo, looking good. This is a little more post-apocalyptic, where it looks like some things are kind of broken in the background. Again, look at the detail on the sleeves here with the sunlight coming in. You've got a consistent light source, the whiskers, everything. I mean, the lighting. The photorealism on Leonardo on this one I thought was superb. Very, very good. But again, the candy wrappers are kind of this weird looking pinata thing. So we'll see, because there's some better answers here down the road, and the answers will actually surprise you. All right, so yes, this one here, it looks kind of like birthday balloons that he's in a bed of, so that's a little bit weird. I like again, the lighting, the shade, the photorealism, all good there. This one, I don't know what the bunny's got in his hand there. Maybe he's taking a little break, and it does look a little post-apocalyptic, or maybe just American Midwest. So yeah, I don't know, pretty good there. So all right, let's see what ChatGPT did with this one. So now, some things I want to point out that are funny here. With ChatGPT, it's the one that gave me actual candy wrappers. You see M&Ms, you see Reese's. You're starting to see some of the other brands built into here. And it's like the other engines wouldn't go into the copyright issue there. But down the road here at this video, I'm going to show you why that's a little bit funny and kind of contradictory to ChatGPT. It's a little confusing. But again, some of the defaults here where Leonardo was very photorealism. This one, again, looks kind of like a hand-drawn animation. Kind of that colored pencil look and feel. So I'm not saying it's bad. I really like the detail of it because I didn't request a specific image type or anything like that. So pretty good still, but it only generated one and it took a long time. So there's some drawbacks with the ChatGPT image for sure. All right, Rev, we know you're always good. All right, so the post-apocalyptic, I think you really nailed that. Looks great. We've got the fires going on. And, these look more like candy wrappers, but again, it's not willing to rip off any sort of specific candy. We're not seeing a Reese's wrapper here or an M&M wrapper. This one that kind of looks a little more like the one we were getting from Leonardo. Looks really cool. I love the imagery of the actual face of the Easter Bunny. Really post-apocalyptic behind there. So there's, smoke and all sorts of things. There's candy wrappers on the ground. Rev, I mean, again, you're always awesome. So you know that. Here, this one, I like how it's actually got the basket. The hands look pretty real. You got eggs in the basket. Pretty good. Again, photorealism's great. There's no direct sunlight. It's a full cloudy day. And, we're not seeing any shadows to represent that. And then this last one here, yeah, again, pretty good. So Rev, as usual, Rev doing a really, really good job. But I'm not ready to declare Rev the winner there. I would say it's a tie between Leonardo and Rev. All right, moving on. I mean, you gotta throw in a zombie one. Why? I mean, if something comes back from the dead, it's a zombie. These are the rules. So This one right here, oh my gosh, so good. The photorealism, it's dark, it's dreary. So something I want to point out here in the prompt is an image of a zombie Easter bunny as if starring in a movie directed by Jordan Peele. So again, Jordan Peele, the comedy duo Key and Peele, he actually is turned into an amazing director of horror movies. And there's been quite a few that have come out, and they very much have this kind of dark mood, look, and feel. And, again, it said horror movie, and, just like post-apocalyptic, it's kind of just putting people in the woods, which I feel is a little bit of a cop-out. I mean, I know a lot of these movies kind of take place in the woods, but I'd rather see some real post-apocalyptic or horror movie stuff happening in the background. Again, no cloudy skies here, so, no direct sunlight, but the photorealism's great. This one, oh my gosh. Yeah, I mean, it looks like a scene from a movie. I would actually want to animate this and kind of make it creepy. So some really good imagery there. So this is why I said Leonardo today, I thought really brought it to A game. I mean, I am really impressed with every one of these images from Leonardo. So, all right, let's see what ChatGPT did with this. So now here's where I wanted to talk about why it's funny that I see an M&M thing and a Reese's thing here. And I put in the name Jordan Peele. And ChatGPT was the only one of these three that said, hey, I can't do this. It violates our content policies. So you can't put in direct names or anything to rip it off. So I said, okay, an image of a zombie Easter bunny that starred in a movie that was like the famous 90s zombies movie. So I kind of deviated from the Jordan Peele style. I wanted more like, Living Dead or Evil Dead or something like that. So great image here, really super creepy. But again, there's not the photorealism that I'm typically looking for. And again, I didn't ask for any sort of photorealism, but the other ones default to that, where this one still looks like kind of a really, really detailed, well done colored pencil kind of thing. I love that ChatGPT's flexing its muscles with the getting the spelling of things correct and getting captions up there looking good. So that looks great. I mean, a pretty good entry here. I'm happy with the ChatGPT, but let's see what Rev's got up its sleeves for us. Oh my. All right. So these are actually a little more animated. I'll just keep them all up at the same time here. These are a little more animated and not as photorealistic as, say, Leonardo. I actually think Leonardo kind of won the day here. Not saying these are bad at all. I mean, these are great. I like this one here the most because it's got looking like he's just going through these Easter eggs and trying to get everything he can. But yeah, I think, Rev, again, you're always very good, but I'm going to say Leonardo won the day here. These look like they're straight out of the horror movie. They're awesome. So, all right, moving on along. This one is a cyberpunk neon Easter bunny with robotic egg drones. So here we're going to look at a little bit of prompt adherence because I see the robotic Easter bunny. That looks good. It's got an egg, but I don't see any egg drones happening here. So these, again, they're two Easter bunnies, not even really Easter bunnies. These are more just traditional bunnies. If it was trying to spell something in the background here, it certainly didn't do that right. But it's got a cyberpunk feel, again, looks good. But this one may be a little more of an egg drone. It looks like it's, something going on there. And this last one, I mean, I don't know. It's kind of, I don't, if that's supposed to be like a computer or something powering the egg or the egg's powering that. I don't, there's a lot of questions here. But again, the dramatic feel of this I thought was really, really good. The lighting, the angles. Leonardo, you're doing great today. You might not win every round, but this one, pretty good. All right, so let's go back here and see how ChatGPT did. And again, it's like a hand-drawn kind of thing. It doesn't have the photorealism of some of the other ones, but we've got these kind of flying Star Wars-ish egg drones happening here. Very much an Easter bunny kind of look and feel in the face. And, cyberpunk, I'd say, definitely with all of the, the tubes and different things that are built all on them. So that looks good. So ChatGPT, pretty good. All right, Rev, what you got? All right, so Rev, again, photorealism, 100%. And I just said a neon bunny. I didn't necessarily say an Easter bunny, so I think that's why I kind of deviated a little bit here. But a dramatically different type of bunny here on the left. This one here in the middle, pretty good. This one's just a bunny, that's kind of got a metallic armor to it. And this one here, this very much a neon type bunny. Cyberpunk, I like the egg drones. Very good, Rev. Your prompt adherence is spot on as usual. And then, you put them in different scenes and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. All right, so we're almost there. We got a couple more. I can't wait to show you guys the last one. I asked it for a really complicated prompt, and I thought it really brought it. So, all right, well, we don't always have to be futuristic or creepy. This is a Baroque painting of an Easter bunny with golden lighting. And you know what? I did some research. I asked my wife, who has a degree in art history. I was like, "Is this Baroque? Is this the feel?" And she's like, "Yeah, it's got that dramatic kind of, with the lighting in the background. We've definitely got a lot of gold going on." And again, Leonardo with your photorealism. I mean, this is supposed to be like a painting, but this is like a super high quality painting if you look at all the detail on the fur and everything. Really good. So moving on through, I mean, again, with the dramatic lighting, you got a little bit of a light flare on the middle of the candle, a lot of gold going on. Beautiful. I mean, Leonardo, you're killing it, buddy. All right. All of those very good. Let's see what ChatGPT had. So again, another one of those hand-drawn kind of look and feel. Not nearly, I think it was kind of a cop-out here just to put it on a normal portrait background where all the other ones showed a lot more detail and different things. So, it's holding a golden egg. There's golden. I mean, it hit all the things, but it wasn't quite there. All right. And oh my gosh, Reve. See, I think Reve kind of won the day here on this one. It's super good. I love all the details. I mean, this one, how much processing power did that take to do all of this golden arches and, nice Victorian era vest there. Got a Easter egg in its hand. I mean, each one of these are really, really good in their own way. Rev, you're amazing. So we all know, Rev, your prompt adherence is your strong point, and all of these prompts have been pretty easy up until now. So now we're going to push it a little bit. All right, so this last one, what we want to have is I really pushed it, a multi-dimensional Easter bunny floating through a kaleidoscope wormhole made of pastel marshmallows, metallic jelly beans, and holographic grass. The bunny wears a Victorian-era astronaut suit stitched from galaxy-patterned fabric, holding an iridescent Fabergé egg that contains a swirling mini-universe. In the background, a choir of angelic peeps sing in harmony, while cosmic carrots orbit like planets, lighting a cinematic, glowing red light and sparkling lens flares. Hyper-real, ultra-detailed 8K render in the style of Alex Gray meets Studio Ghibli meets Baroque surrealism. Whew. That is a huge, huge prompt. So let's see. Now, we know Leonardo's been doing great today. Let's see how much of the prompt Leonardo got. So, all right, we got our egg with a universe. We've got, I don't see any peeps going on here. We just got eggs all around it. We do have some holographic. I wouldn't call that grass holographic, but there is grass. The background is kind of, blowing up like it's, a cosmic thing happening here. But it went for, I'd say, about 60% of the details, like, say, even the astronaut suit here. And there's nothing Victorian era about this, and it's not stitched with any galaxy pattern or anything like that. So, like I said, the image looks great, but just wait until you see what Rev does with this prompt adherence that it's known for. So this one, actually, I like a little more on how the suit looks. I like this holographic kind of looking egg thing in the middle. This doesn't quite look like a bunny, more than like I'd say like almost a hardened statue of a bunny. But, altogether looking good, pretty fun. This one's my favorite of all of them. It put it in a basket here. I don't really know why. We still don't have any peeps flying in the background or anything like that. So, pretty good. ChatGPT, of course, because this original prompt had a name of Alex Gray in it, so it said, hey, I can't make that. So I just took that name out and went with this. So again, another hand-drawn looking one, but a lot better prompt adherence here. We've got the spacesuit made of the cosmic fabric. We've got the egg that it's holding with a universe in it. We've got peeps and carrots and all sorts of stuff flying around. So prompt adherence ChatGPT is great, but the photorealism isn't quite there. Rev, what you got? Make me happy here. Oh my gosh. So good. It's got the peeps in the background. It's got the egg holding the universe. It's got, each one of these, I'd say probably, and this one, even kind of sitting on the moon, that kind of famous man on the moon look. Really, really good. I think, this one over here on the right might even be the best of the group. So, I think this was a knockout fight here between Leonardo and Rev. ChatGPT certainly had its moments where it was good on prompt adherence, but again, it's photorealism. It's just not there unless you're specifically asking for it. So its style default is a little more towards the animated side of things. But, hey, I thought this was really fun. I thought testing these So good. And, just keep in mind here with Rev, this is completely free and it consistently wins these kind of comparisons in my mind. Now, while Leonardo, I'm not paying a ton for, but, I do use it. But, Rev, you're consistently winning these things. So please let us know in the comments which ones you liked. And if there's any other image creators that you think can knock Rev off the top of this mountain, I'd love to hear that in the comments as well. And again, if you haven't liked or subscribed, please do. If you want to catch up with more of what we are doing in the world of AI, Rosh and I have our podcast every Monday. We talk about 20, 30 minutes about all the things that are happening in the world of AI and how we're using it for our own creative endeavors and to help out our clients as well. So please, we appreciate you watching. And until then, we're just two creative guys talking AI.